Quinn Wade coming to you with that late instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how those New Orleans Pelicans beat the Sacramento Kings 133 to 123. New Orleans leads the season series 2-0 since they won this game. They play one more time next month. But since they can lose it and still win the season series, since they won two games already, they won the season series already. Sacramento are 14-50 and 9-22 at home, and the Pelicans go to 20-45 and 9-23 on the road. Sacramento won the first quarter 30-26. New Orleans won the second quarter 41-33. The Pelicans also won the third quarter 38-28, but they did lose the fourth quarter 32-28. Look at the Pelicans though; they had a really good game from their youth. Herb Jones played 24 minutes. He had 12 points. He was 4-12 from the field, 2-9 from three. He also went 2-2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. No personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. His shot selection wasn't bad in this one. He just didn't have the touch. He just didn't have the feel as much as he needed to in this game. Other than that, he played solid defense and he made some timely shots. But you just would like to obviously see more than what he did tonight in the next game that they play, since they still found a way to win, even though he didn't shoot the ball that great. Zion Williamson, 29 minutes, 23 points, 10 of 14 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds. That was tied for the most on the team. He also had 5 assists, and he had 3 turnovers and a steal. He also almost fouled out of this one, just doing a little bit too much on the defensive end and not being disciplined, not being smart about how he's using his position and his body. It caught up to him a little bit in this one because he didn't even play 30 minutes. But he was a +5 and plus minus and still led the team in scoring when it comes to points. And he also did it efficiently. And it was just good to see him just stick to what makes him good and great and just be great at doing it. Trey Murphy, 32 minutes, 21 points. He went 7 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from three. He had the shots that he liked all game. That's why he was able to be efficient, because he was really confident tonight, and it ended up being a good game from him. And they needed him to perform the way that he did to be able to win this game, because he also had 7 rebounds and 4 assists, 2 steals in the block, filled up the whole stat sheet. He did also have 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, which isn't that bad in 32 minutes. And he also had 1 offensive rebound, was a +13 and plus minus. Emesi was all over the place when it came to defense. He got 4 blocks and 2 steals. That was the best thing he did tonight. But he did play 16 minutes and finished with 7 points. He was only only started to not scoring double figures in points, because he only had 7. He did make all his shots though, going 3 of 3 from the field and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He only had 2 rebounds and 1 assist because he played 16 minutes, but they was very, very good minutes that he ended up playing, and I think that they was happy to have him out there whenever he played throughout this game, because he was really good and stepped up and did a lot of things for him tonight. 1 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, and a -7 and plus minus. Sadiq Bey, 33 minutes, 20 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He was physical. He still was able to attack on the perimeter too. He had touch from everywhere on the court tonight, and you have to love the way he played offensively. He's just been strong for them offensively in general this entire season. 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a +6 and plus minus. Carlo was able to score in the paint. Also, was able to make a 3, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 9 from the field, 9 points, 25 minutes played, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. He also had 7 offensive rebounds, using that length and that mobility to get good positions, to get the rebounds, and just to be able to finish in general in the paint tonight. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a +22 and plus minus. Derek Queen, 26 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He just had a good game, just picking how he wanted to score. But the problem was he just did not come down efficiently in this one. Even though it wasn't terrible efficiency, it still could have been better because of his shot selection. He did have 9 rebounds and 5 assists. He is a good playmaking big, and he just made good reads and just passed it at the right time a lot of the time. one block, one offensive board, one personal foul, zero and plus minus. Michael PV played 1 minute. He scored two free throws, and then he missed his only shot, which was a three. He didn't do anything other than that. Bryce McGowan's had some tough finishes in the paint, but he still kept going there, and then he got rewarded by going 3 of 3 from the free throw line. One was an and 1-2, and then he made a three and missed the other two. So he finished 1 of 3 from the 3 point line and 5 of 10 from the field for 14 points, and he did that with the most points off the bench. He also had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnover, a steal, and 2 blocks. One offensive rebound, no personal foul, and a +10 and plus minus. And then Jeremiah Fears, he's getting better at passing. He's getting better at knowing when to, and he's trusting his teammates a lot more. He's aware of what they're trying to do and where they at on the court, and it's just making him a better point guard. 28 minutes was the most off the bench. He had 13 points. He took the most shots off the bench, going 6 of 14 from the field. He also finished 1 of 4 from three. He did get 6 rebounds, and he led the team in assists with 6 assists. And he also had only one turnover, 2 offensive boards. He also almost fouled out again. He has the aggressiveness now. It just he ain't getting the results that he really want. We'll see if he can turn into a better, steadier, and smarter defender in the future. But he was a +7 and plus minus. And then you look at the Sacramento Kings. Precious Achiuwa just been a good find. He got waived. He found himself on the Kings roster. Next thing you know, he's giving them great performance after great performance ever since then. And tonight was no different. 41 minutes, the most on the team. 29 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. He went 12 of 16 from the field. He even made a three, even though he did miss the other two. Finished 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 12 of 16 from the field. He also had 5 assists. The 5 assists ended up being the most on the team. He also had 1 steal and 2 blocks. And that was good, showing you that he can be a two-way player for him, which he has done throughout the season for them. He had 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, was a -1 and plus minus. Renard played 26 minutes. He had 10 points, all shots around the basket, besides some shots a little further. So it was a little bit of an in-between game for him. Scoring-wise, he went 5 of 9 from the field, had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. Russell Westbrook wasn't afraid to let it fly from the mid-range or from 3. He finished 2 of 6 from 3, 7 of 15 from the field, and still kept attacking and finished 3 of 5 from the free throw line because of that. He finished with a double-double. He had 10 assists, so he was doing a good job of running the offense and finding his teammates, which is something he's been able to do throughout his career for a long time now. He had 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers. It's good to see his turnovers being low, considering how much he had the ball in his hands. And he did have 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. DeMar DeRozan hasn't been as efficient as you would like him to be, but he's still taking the same shot. So you just hope that he can continue to try to make them and take them since he's good at it. 27 minutes, 15 points. He went 6 of 16 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He did get 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal. 1 personal foul, and was a 0 and plus minus. Neat Clifford was their only starter to not score in double figures in points because he finished with 7 in 21 minutes. He did go 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. They all was open and decent looks, so you can't be mad that he took them. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. Doug McDermott did play only 4 minutes. He missed his only 3 and his only 2-pointer. That's why he didn't score a basket. He did have 1 rebound, no turnovers, and a personal foul. It was a -8 and plus minus. Drew Eubanks, 22 minutes, 15 points, 7 of 9 from the field. He missed his only 3. He also went 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Finished with a double-double because he was just that active in the paint because he had 11 rebounds. He also had 4 of them that was offensive, no personal foul, and a -5 and plus minus. Then Malik Monk brought a little bit of firepower, especially from the mid-range and at the paint, but he also went 2 of 8 from 3. Could have shot it better, but he didn't in this one. They needed him to, but it didn't happen. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 of 14 from the field is still really good, especially because he scored the most points off the bench, had the most minutes, and you like the results that you really was getting from him because he was efficient from the field. 1 rebound, 4 assists. The 4 assists was the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and was a -13 and plus minus. Plowden, they said, keep shooting the 3 because it's going to be open. He was able to finish 2 of 4 from 3, so he finished with 6 points in 18 minutes. He also had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 personal fouls. It was a minus 16 and plus minus. Patrick Baldwin Jr., 6 minutes. He went 0-3 from the 3 point line. And that was the only shots he took. So he finished scoreless. He did have a rebound, no turnover. 1 personal foul and was a minus 7 and plus minus. And then Killian Hayes played 11 minutes, had 4 points. He went 1-3 from the field. And one of the shots he missed was a three, but he still scored because he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line and he made a shot at the rim. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 11 and plus minus. The Kings shot one more shot than the Pelicans, and they shot 51% from the field while the Pelicans shot 50. And then 31 3 pointers taken by the Kings. They shot 26%, while the Pelicans shot 34 threes and made 35%, which was a big difference. And then 23 free throws by the Kings, 65% for them. 27 free throws by the Pelicans, which is 4 more. They shot 85%. The Pelicans won the rebound battle 52-42. And then the Kings won the assist battle 29-27. 7 turnovers for the Kings, 11 for the Pelicans. They really took good care of the basketball. They just couldn't score as well as the Pelicans could in this one. 5 steals for the Kings, and 7 for the Pelicans, and then 3 blocks for the Kings, 11 for the Pelicans, which was great to see. And then 10 offensive rebounds, 14 for the Pelicans, 32 defensive rebounds for the Kings, 38 for the Pelicans, and 19 personal fouls for the Kings, 18 for the Pelicans. And that's how the game went. That's how it ended up going. And the right team ended up winning tonight. Kings defense just wasn't there. The Pelicans was able to beat them inside out and was able to be a little bit more physical and a little bit more confident when they were driving, and they got a little bit more of a whistle. But those small little things matter when you're in a close game or you're trying to win a game, and it was benefiting the Pelicans more than it was benefiting the Kings. So it ultimately ended up leading to a win for the Pelicans. They took advantage of those chances and them opportunities, and it helped them be able to win this game. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.